Okay, strap in everybody. It is NA Regional 3 time, which means it's time to lock in major spots, and great googly moogly, we have some juicy storylines to cover, so let's get right into it. These are the teams that participated. In no particular order, G2 sweeps Randoms. Once again, that is their actual name and not me roasting them, I promise. Rogue sweeps Ghost. Is anyone else concerned what happened to them? They popped off in one regional and then poof, gone. FaZe beats PK, SSG sweeps Shopify, V1 beats Stromboli. That's a fun team name. NRG finally wins an upper bracket match this split. Things are looking dire for them, however. They basically need to win in order to get to the major. The Sonics beat Complexity, which made things very interesting later on. And finally, Envy beat Oxygen in a Game 5, with the 4-time champion Turbo as their sub. Let's hope he continues to do well. Ghost is gone, PK is gone, Shopify is gone, and Stromboli is gone, and that is the first time I've gone through the first round of eliminations without being surprised by any of the games this entire season. G2 sweeps Rogue, sending them to the lowers. G2 really want that three-peat. Time for FaZe and NRG. NRG fans are feeling pretty confident because FaZe just can't seem to beat NRG for whatever reason. Asphira has other thoughts though.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why FaZe is the best team in the world, regardless of results. Look at Typical. All right, let's get it going. First, but not last. First killer. I mean, he's the best player in North America. The world. Let me. Last but not least, FaZe up, baby. Thank you for coming to my presentation.
Oh my god, what has he done? Space Station beats the Sonics, and V1 sweeps Envy. So let's just take a moment and talk about the implications of all of these matchups in the lowers. Envy, Complexity, and NRG are all in major contention. They all need to win. Envy gets their W by beating Randoms. Complexity and NRG have to play against each other, and I won't lie, the script that Psyonix wrote said that NRG was supposed to ice up and win out, securing their spot, so you can imagine all of our surprise when Complexity sent NRG home in 5. Basically, Landon won't have NRG, and Garrett G's land streak comes to a tragic end, and then Twitter had an absolute meltdown. Moving on, a crew sent the Sonics home, and Oxygen beat Rogue in a Game 5. On to day 2, Super Sub Turbo keeps Envy alive, and they beat a crew, helping secure their major spot. Complexity really wants to steal a spot and beats Oxygen, however, they basically need to win out as well. Surely we won't see Space Station and Complexity in a tiebreaker again, that would be ridiculous. Speaking of Space Station, they get sent to the lowers in 7 by V1, and will have to face Complexity later for elimination. So maybe it's not so ridiculous. Okay, everybody stay with me here. This is where things start to get a little weird. AJ tweets this out, tagging all of G2, and states he is cursing G2 to lose. It was funny at first, but then... Luckily, G2 technically hasn't lost yet because they aren't eliminated from the tournament yet, right Bates? Drees attempts to do the same thing to G2 in the lowers, however he hasn't been grinding his spell levels, and Atomic implemented a counter jinx, sending Envy home. Time for an incredibly important matchup, Space Station versus Complexity, major spots on the line. If things go a certain way, Complexity has a chance to seal Space Station's spot in a tiebreaker, again, but Space Station has other plans and pummels Complexity, sweeping them and securing their spot. So, the teams representing North America at Landon will be, let me tell ya, Mage Clan, V1, Space Station, and Turbo. Before we go to day 3, I want to say a couple things. Recently, I made a bet with my Twitter stating that if we reach 10k subs by August 1st, I would wear a maid costume during a Day of Worlds in Dallas, and you guys have been crushing that goal, so thank you so much for that. The support has been amazing, and I love interacting with all y'all, so if you want to see a Florida man in a maid costume, or you just really enjoy this type of content, you should consider subscribing. It's free. You're awesome. Time for day 3, Space Station versus G2. Space Station almost pulls off a reverse sweep, but G2 is ready to prove that they can win 3 regionals in a row and sends them home. AJ, however, is at it again. He curses V1. Wid and the rest of the Twitter community did their best to exorcise the demons using some handily crafted crucifixes, however it wasn't enough. Mage Clan sweeps V1, much to the dismay of everyone except for the Sorcerer Supreme Asphira.
But he gets denied. Time melting off the clock.
Boogly.
The curse meta is in full stride, and we have to act quickly before the rest of RLCS is determined by one copy pasta. V1 and G2 to determine who attempts to take down Mage Clan. Com is very confident.
We'll go ahead and find Bates. We'll quit with the hypotheticals then. Next time we play G2, we will beat them.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Beast mode missed. He was
And it's in! Torment hit his brakes. He knew the series was over.
Oof, that went well. G2 takes the series in 6, but even Wid couldn't be upset. Our mission is so much larger now. The Coven of Carball doesn't take lightly to curses, and a new set of PFPs have arrived for all of our members. G2 comes out in full force. The Crucifixes do their work, and they sweep Mage Clan and secure the bracket reset. Luckily, FaZe hasn't lost yet because they're still in the tournament, right, Bates? Does FaZe finally get their regional W for the spring split, or will G2 win its 3rd regional? Find out next time on Merlin. Of course, the last series has to go to a Game 7 overtime. Each game was back and forth. It was good versus evil, curse versus counter curse. FaZe ends up winning the last regional of the spring split, and of course, the king of curse, AJ, is the one to score. The curse meta is alive. The question is, does EU take advantage? Is new scary French BDS safe? Hey, thanks a ton for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you should consider subscribing. It's free, and you'd get to make me wear a maid costume in Dallas, which would be kind of funny. You'd also consider following my Twitter. I'm pretty active on Twitter during RLCS time, and I would love to see you there. Thanks a ton for watching this video. I love you guys. Bye!